Let's get things started with your national days of the week. Starting with tomorrow, mañana, domani, Monday, December the 8th, is National Pretend to be a Time Traveler Day. Time travel comes up a lot in my conversations with people. I recently had to remember what the Molarks were. The Marlarks, the Molarks. Because I work with a bunch of them that are hiding from the illuminated light. The light's out again. What the heck? All right, I'll be fine. Here's what I will tell you. I am a time traveler. I'm not pretending. And on Monday, the 8th of December, I don't need to pretend because I am an actual time traveler. So are you. But I come from a different time. I come from a century ago. I come from the previous millennium. I have come a long way to be here today. And the crazy part about me being a time traveler moving forward in time is I remember all of the things that many of you don't even know happened or existed or can understand or can fathom. Could you imagine for a second picking up your phone and there's somebody else on it? And if you wanted to make a phone call, you'd have to say something like, "Hey, can you hang up so I can make a phone call?" Now, this isn't, let's be clear, this isn't multiple phones in one house, because that doesn't exist yet. This is the phone in your house. And when you pick it up, somebody in another house is on the phone. They were called party lines. A real thing. And I didn't turn off the heat, so let me go to Alexa right now. Anyway, I don't want to get this. Doing this that I am doing right now is something that no one did in my time. In my time, in another century, in another millennium, we couldn't just pick up a magical device and control the temperature in our house. I'll be honest with you, I don't even remember how we controlled the temperature in the house. At one point, there was so much snow around the house that it was insulation. That's all the way to the ceiling. All the way to the ceiling and on top of the ceiling, whereas my parents walked onto the roof to take the snow off the roof so the roof wouldn't collapse. That's the kind of, and somehow we survived. And we made it into the future. Yes. December the 8th, Monday, December the 8th is National Pretend to be a Time Travel Day. If you want to have fun with it, you want to be kooky about it, you want to have a real good time with it, go back in time, okay? It's cool, all of us moving forward in time. You want to really impress somebody, go back in time. Little Huey Lewis in the News reference. Yeah. And that is Monday, December the 8th. National Pretend to be a Time Traveler Day. Tuesday, November the 9th, is National Christmas Card Day. Now, we've all done it. Every single one of us has done it. I need to send off some Christmas cards. And then you procrastinate, and then you realize that there's no way, if you submit them today, they're going to get there by Christmas. So you just don't send them. And then if you don't send them one year, you don't send them the next year, because remember last year you didn't send them. So if you send it this year, people are going to think it's weird. If you have the desire to send anyone that you know, acquaint with, or love a Christmas card. December the 9th is the day. Not only is it National Christmas Card Day, it's also what's presumed to be the cutoff. If you want the card to make it to your friend, your associate, your loved one by by Christmas, the 9th is the day it's got to go. So, I am not a Christmas card giver. That's never been my thing. Since the invention of social media, I try to share with everyone that all of my goodwill is done through here on a regular basis instead of waiting for the annual Christmas card. Now, I'm going to tell you, there are people who send me Christmas cards, and I've gotten to the point where I kind of expect them. And some people send me a Christmas card and they'll give me a letter of like, Merry Christmas. Here's everything going on in the John Doe family. This year we murdered a couple of hookers. You know, they tell me everything that they did. And I enjoy that. I enjoy my friends sharing their lives with me. But I also get a little upset when I can't help but notice that people who normally send me pictures of them and their family for Christmas didn't send me pictures of them and their family for Christmas this year. So it's a double-edged sword. It's a love-hate relationship. I love it when you send me your cards and letters. I hate when you don't send me your cards and letters. So get them in the mail, Jose, specifically talking to you. And I know you're not the one in charge of family Christmas cards, but you're going to get the message. So get them in the mail and do it no later than December the 9th, Tuesday, December the 9th, National Christmas Card Day. Wednesday, December the 10th, is National Lager Day. I didn't realize until I said it out loud that lager, which we all know to be a wonderful version of beer, not a Pils, not an IPA, but a lager, is spelled L-A-G, like lager. I live in central Pennsylvania. I also live near America's oldest brewery. The Yuengling Company is near here. And I have started to really enjoy the products of the Yuengling Company. I also live near Hershey, Pennsylvania, so they have a Hershey chocolate Yuengling. Not a fan. They have a black and tan Yuengling. That's pretty good. And they got a straight up, normal, everyday Yuengling. Once upon a time, there was a young man named Marty Yuengling, and he was in NMCB 5, and I was in NMCB 4, and my senior chief at the time, Austin Leadham, said, I need you to go over to 5 and find this senior chief Yuengling and give him this message. And I said, what was that name? And he said, Yuengling. And I said, Yuengling? And he goes, yeah. And when you go over there, ask for it just like that. I did. And I will never forget the extremely Caucasian man who was sitting at his table, both feet up on the desk, debloused. And I came over and I said, I'm looking for Senior Chief Yuengling. And he goes, what? I was like, yeah, Senior Chief Yuengling. He wasn't debloused because as he turned towards me, the letters of all of it was Yuengling in a spelling configuration I had never imagined. And I took a chewing that day, and I deserved it, but I've never forgotten it. And I love them both. I love the Austins and I love the Martins or Martys. So that National Yingling Day. Oh, National Lager Day is Wednesday, December the 10th. They should come out with a National Yingling Day. Then I could tell that story more and people would like it. Thursday, December the 11th, is National Have a Bag of Chips Day. Chips, man. A bag, a single serving size. I am curious, this may be our question of the week for the Lunsby Show. What is your favorite chip? If you see me ask this again, James, I don't want to hear, I already answered the question. I don't care. I'm asking it now as a discussion point. I will ask it officially later as part of the show, should I choose to do so. Yeah, I don't eat a lot of potato chips, but I've eaten all of the potato. I currently do not eat a lot of potato chips, but I have eaten all of the potato chips. All the potato chips there ever were. If it was a chip made of potatoes, I ate it. It didn't even have to be made of potatoes. If you gave me something of fried pork skin, I would eat that too, under the premise that fried pork skin was better for you than fried potatoes. Which in retrospect, maybe it wasn't. I like the spices. Doritos has got a wonderful sweet and spicy. I think that's an awesome one. I like the jalapeno on just about anything. I like Pringles. I really like Pringles because, I mean, you just eat all of them. You make a duckbill and you're just one at a time, tasty and delicious. I bet you can't eat just one. I can, actually. I did that for years, and they came out. I don't know what a Middlesworth is. You're going to have to tell me. I am curious, and if you throw out something crazy that the rest of America doesn't know about, give a little explanation, like Lutz chips and corn snacks and whatever. No one knows about them. Outside of Pennsylvania, people don't know what Lutz is. They say they're national, but I had never heard of them until I got here. Also, just in case you didn't know, Wise, not a big deal outside of Pennsylvania, as far as I know. But in the South, we ain't got no Wise. We ain't got no Giant. We ain't got no Wegmans in the South. We got Publix and Kroger and Piggly Wiggly and Food Lion. All excellent places where you can get a bag of chips. On Thursday, December the 11th, National Have a Bag of Chips Day. Or your local vending machine, whatever works. Friday, December the 12th, is National Ambrosia Day. I'm trying to remember what makes ambrosia. There's coconut and grapefruit and other assorted things that go into ambrosia. Ambrosia is the Temu version of Waldorf salad. Whereas a Waldorf salad gives you all of the tasty and delicious things minus the grapefruit and the grapefruit juices. I'm pretty sure it's grapefruit and ambrosia. Waldorf salad, you got the marshmallows. You got plenty of the marshmallows and the maracchinos and the walnuts and the apples and the tangerines. No coconut though. I do like a good coconut shred, but you don't put that on a Waldorf salad. It doesn't belong there. It belongs on the ambrosia. Put two bowls in front of me, one ambrosia, one Waldorf salad. Waldorf salad wins every time. Every time. Even if you screw around with the mayo. Yeah, it's also got mayonnaise in it because that's what binds all those wonderful mushrooms together. Marshmallows. I'm going to be talking about mushrooms later. Yeah, Buy them at a store. Don't pick them up off the ground. That's all I can say about that. That's all I got to say about that. Nuts with fruit makes it. You know, I could think of the last person that I banned from my show. I believe Benny. I believe Benny was the last person that took a ban. He took like a 2-week ban because he dared challenge me on something I held dear. Actually, I think Benny, I think he broke the circle of trust, and that's why he took a 2-week ban. I know Ben took a 2-week ban, because he broke the circle of trust. And Mr. Taney, if you dare talk bad about my Waldorf salad, you, sir, will also take a ban. But because of your heinousness, it will be an extended ban. You cannot watch me until next year. I will not acknowledge your existence if you mess with my dad's Waldorf salad recipe, which had nuts in it, sir. None of which you would have to worry about if you were just celebrating Friday, December the 12th as a National Ambrosia Day. Saturday, December 13th is National Violin Day. Now, here's what I know. If you took a guitar and you shrunk it down, and you took a ukulele and you shrunk it up, and you added a couple of strings to it, and you played it with a bow, you got yourself a fiddle or a violin. I don't know any. Who knows? With the exception of those of you who may play a violin, nobody else knows the difference between a violin and a fiddle. Here's what we do know, okay? The Satan, he didn't want a violin off. He wanted a fiddle off. He challenged the man's soul over a fiddle, not over a violina. I don't know. They're both string instruments. They're both played with a bow. It's cool, I guess, when someone's really good at it. But if you gave a violinist a fiddle, or a fiddlerist a violin, would they know the difference? Or would they just treat it as the same? What could possibly be the difference? Maybe there's an extra string. Maybe it's in the keying. I don't know. And honestly, I don't care. But the other options I had available to me on Saturday, December the 13th were way worse than anything I could have on the spot came up with for fiddle. Violin. You know what I'm saying. Celebrate the day any way you see how, as an act of someone's being a crybaby, right? You play, what is that? It's the world's smallest violin. Ha 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 ha. On Amazon, you can find they actually made a tiny little violin that's got a bow, and it actually plays. So if I had a choice between a violin and fiddle, I'm going to say, because of that, the world's smallest violin I prefer. And that is Saturday, December 13th, National Violin Day. Sunday, December 13th, is National Biscuits and Gravy Day. I can't think of any breakfast combination of things that I like more than biscuits and gravy. Now, granted, I believe biscuits and gravy is supposed to be breakfast. But unfortunately, because of my fat boy tendencies, biscuits and gravy was always a platform. I get the biscuits down, and I put some eggs on top of them, and put some grits off to the side, and some meat products of bacon or sausage, and then I'd lay that gravy on the top, and I'd have biscuits and gravy and muy accoutrements. God, I love that. They don't have Cracker Barrel on the West Coast of the United States. And there was a time I was living on the West Coast of the United States. I was doing some prep for some training to go to other places in the world. And every morning my team went in and we went to the galley and we got breakfast. And I said, give me the Cracker Barrel special to the black man that was serving me, who didn't know what the Cracker Barrel was. And I told him, some biscuits and gravy with some eggs, some meat products, and some grits off to the, on the side. And that every day I asked for the Cracker Barrel special, and he gave that to me every day. Again, biscuits and gravy, fantastic, delicious, amazing. You probably just need to eat that. But, I mean, if you have some eggs around, eggs are protein, right? So you put a little protein in there because it's good for you. It's healthy for you. I mean, and if you just happen to have some bacon or some sausage or bacon and sausage just lying around, I mean, nothing makes anything taste better than meat. And if there's grits, I mean, who says no to grits? Who says no? It's there. Another thing I like on that Cracker Barrel breakfast, a ridiculous amount of black pepper. I love the spice of black pepper in my breakfast, biscuits and gravy and accoutrements. How about this? How about Sunday? And the gravy is sausage gravy. You got to have sausage gravy, which means gravy with sausage and then more sausage and then bacon and then eggs and then grits on top of the biscuits. Probably too much. Probably a little too much. I see the error of my ways now, okay? Sunday, if I can find a way, I'm going to have some biscuits and gravy the right way. I'm going to be an adult about it. I'm going to say, hello, kind waitress, most likely at the squeaky rail. Can I have some biscuits and gravy, please? And she's going to say something that they say there because they're from the 30s. Okay, sugar. Okay, honey. Okay, doll. You want anything else of that? And I'm going to say, of course I do. I want the meat and eggs and grits. Enjoy it any way you want to enjoy it, but try to enjoy it because it is an amazing breakfast in and of itself. On Sunday, December 14th, National Biscuits and Gravy Day.